Alright guys, welcome back to the Heroes Hype Challenger series, and as you'll see below me, we have a little bit of a treat for you because we just caught Game 3 between Cognitive Gaming and Team Zeveron.
I'm really excited that we were able to get into this match.
Me too, me too. It's going to be so good. It's Game 3, which means whoever wins this will go on to face Vortex. A hefty goal to have to do that, but first, they're going to have to beat their opponent here. As we are loading into the game, we did not get to see the draft, but that's okay. We can talk all about the draft at the beginning of the game.
I know, we just come in, we didn't get to see the draft. We're on Game 3. It's like, this is like, oh my god, this is it. This is what you get. This is what you've got. Winner take all. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. I don't know what to feel. I have so many feels right now.
I have so many feels too. It's okay, friend. We're going to get through this together.
I can't control my feels. Skilly, please help me.
All right, well, let's focus then. First off, we're going to be on Dragonshire.
The best map, the truest map.
The truest?
Dragonshire. Yeah, I feel like Dragonshire, it could possibly be Cursed Hollow, but one of those two maps is like the truest, fullest, deepest show of skill. Here we are.
I would agree. I would agree with you. And let's see a show of skill, guys. We've got Cognitive in blue with Sylaw on Muradin, Shot playing Tassadar, Glaurung on Tyrande, Hospital playing Kael'thas, and on the Rhaegar, it's Iacona.
Okay, for Zeveron, we have Cottonlock on Zagara, Equinox on Kerrigan, Fury on Arthas, Faye on Jaina, and Mad Timmy on Malfurion.
What is this game already? I am so excited. First of all, we have 3 support.
I don't understand.
3 support from Cognitive.
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know either. And then also Arthas, Kerrigan. Are we in the past?
Yes.
This is beautiful. I love it. And with the addition of Jaina, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even.
I don't know what's happening here. Hey, let's look at Faye. I talk about this every time I see Faye in a game. Faye, one of my favorite competitive players, because Faye is one of the best skill shot-oriented players I've personally ever seen. Playing Jaina, prepare to have all of your snowballs landed.
I'm excited to see it. Here she comes in. Let's see if she can land some. There's going to be the Blizzard first of all on Shot, who is going to be slowed down by that Cone of Cold. But he's Tassadar. He can dimensional shift away and did have to throw that down. Tyrande went for Empower, so we're going to be maybe seeing an Owl build here from her.
I wouldn't be surprised. Owl Build Tyrande is so cool. I'm surprised to see Glaurung playing Tyrande rather than playing the Kerrigan. I guess Kerrigan got picked by the enemy team because Glaurung is one of the best Kerrigan players known to the planet.
That's true, but Equinox also a very good Kerrigan player that we've seen on many Heroes Hype teams in the past before, so it will be the battle, I guess, of Kerrigan's skills here on the Dragonshire.
Then again, Faye also known for her Tyrande plays, so I feel like there was a lot of deny picks going on back and forth. We weren't there for it, but what is happening here?
I don't know, but I'm really pumped about 3 support because it's all down to Kael'thas.
Oh man, so much damage too. Kael'thas versus Jaina too, fire versus ice, and then we've got Arthas here. So much ice on this team.
Yeah, I'm really pumped about just the lore factor of Arthas and Jaina having to play on the same team, but they're going to make it work because they really wanted to move on to our finals. On bottom, we're going to see Zeveron go ahead and pick up that shrine, so now they're going to be breathing a little bit easier here as so far Cognitive had been holding a lot of those shrines.
We're 4. I'm checking some talents really quick. Malfurion doing the Moonburn and the Elune's Grace thing. Everything we could possibly expect. Arthas, we don't really know what he does because we don't. I mean, who does that? Arthas, but Fury taking block and destruction damage boost of Frostmourne Hungers increased. All right, that sounds like a thing. We also have Kerrigan taking the Envenom for that extra damage. Very cool. Up on the other side, like we said, Owl build from Glaurung. Iacona taking Colossal Totem and Feral Heart. What are you doing, Iacona? Always breaking the meta there. Muradin, of course, going for the Thunderclap build. Very fun, very cool build, as as we would expect. And then Tassadar taking, looks like a cool Psystorm build with Mental Acuity. Hey, okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be looking to deal more damage, but picking up that Mental Acuity, trying to deal with the creep, I think. Equinox getting stunned out and will be taken down. And now, even though the damage definitely looks to be on the side of Zeveron, they're losing their heroes now. Arthas also going to go down. Rhaegar, though, will be taken down as well, so it's not so bad. It's a 2-for-1 here. And with that, Cognitive going to try to take this shrine back here. Going to throw out some stuns. More owls, as we do have Pierce picked up by Tyrande as well. And the first Dragonite going to go to Cognitive.
All right, Cognitive. The only one here it looks like to defend is Equinox on Kerrigan. Kerrigan, not usually one you want to leave solo there. The rest of her team comes in. Fury and Faye to help out. Kerrigan, of course, not the healthiest of heroes.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to be a little bit careful versus that Dragonite here. Early Dragonite, generally, you're just going to be trying to go for those towers where you can. Not going to be trying to do anything crazy, as if the damage and impact of the Dragonite does scale as the game goes on. And now Psylocke already taking a ton of damage, doesn't even really take down a tower, so excellent defense here from Zeveron.
Very good, very good. Not definitely denying that dragon, making it very, perhaps not worth for the enemy team. I mean, a dragon is a dragon, but it did not get any work done, and they may have missed out on some laning XP. So, good move by Zeveron there. Well done.
I really like this pickup of battle momentum from Zeveron, realizing that shot on Tassadar did decide to go with that Mental Acuity and going to say, okay, well, my creep, endless creep would help, but it's still not going to be overall, like, it's going to be a lot easier for them to take out my creep tumor. So I'm going to pick up that battle momentum. I'm going to be able to do more damage. It's going to make me a little bit more mana hungry, but that's something that we can deal with, as they have the capabilities, of going back, tapping wells, that type of thing.
Right, and they also have a Malfurion, so it may not be, he may not be a Mana Battery, but he's going to help the situation a little more.
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't help Kerrigan, who did get taken out. The Stormbolt build there coming out from Muradin is doing mad work because his stuns have really been on point. Now he's even coming into middle lip a little bit. Gonna dwarf toss away there. They have to be really cognizant of the fact that although they do have two of those Sapassins, as we'd say, two of those kind of damage-oriented supports, they still are damage-oriented supports, so they've got to be cognizant of where their damage dealers are and what their capabilities are, as a lot of times on Dragonshire you are sort of separated off into little clusters versus big 5-on-5 engagements.
Right, they look like they were trying to go in and make a pick on Arthas and Faye. Jaina came in like a force and pushed them right out of that lane.
Alright, well, here we go. Both teams have picked up their heroic abilities, so we could start seeing more of those team fights here. We do have the Syndragosa going straight through, flying in, gonna freeze those structures, and now so we've got Zagara clear up in the top, but it looks like a 3-on-4 here for the defense, and it might have been a little bit wasted here, as Zeveron not really getting too much done with that, and they're actually on the defensive here from Cognitive.
Perhaps they were just trying to hold them off, do some slows. I don't know. Remember, Syndragosa does also freeze towers and forts, so that could be for the future to make some more push. All the rest of our ultimates look like what you would expect. Tranquility, Summon Water Elemental, Maelstrom for Kerrigan, Devouring Maw for Zagara. We've also got Avatar, Ancestral Healing, Starfall for Tyrande, Archon for Tassadar, and rounding it off with Kael'thas's Phoenix.
Yeah, so far really the only maybe crazy is the Syndragosa, and you can definitely argue for its pushing power as well as kind of the engage and being able to kind of slow everyone down, and then from there everyone just move in like a force of nature. But it will be Zeveron picking up the next Dragonite, and they're going to be able to get a little bit more done with it. It's a little bit stronger. They already had that tower softened, so one will go down. There goes the next one. I wonder if they'll rotate or choose to just move in toward the front. Looks like it will be rotation.
And they're going to do a split push as well. The dragon is moving to the bottom, while the other 4 members of the team are moving to the top, forcing Cognitive to decide how they want to defend. Do they deal with 4 people with a Syndragosa in the top lane, or a dragon soloing a fort in the bottom lane? They've chosen to take the top lane fight 4v5, but that leaves a dragon in the bottom, definitely messing with that bottom fort.
Well, Equinox does get very low and does get taken out on top of that. And now a Great Root is going to stop Glaurung and Psylocke momentarily, but a Stormbolt will go down. He's trying to chase down Mad Timmy. Meanwhile, Fury's trying to chase down Shot, who was pretty low, but going to be able to shield himself and stay into the fight just a little bit longer. Now it looks like the main chase will be down on Mad Timmy, who's going to be hit by that piercing sentinel. Going to drop those roots, maybe be able to stop Psylocke. Yes, he will be able to do so. So Zagara, meanwhile, got a ton of work done with that Dragonite. The fort went down already. Cawthon Luck moved in, took out the towers in front of the keep, and the gate will go down to minions as well.
Right, it's great putting a good pushing champ inside of that dragon, because once the dragon pops, look who pops out. Hey, it's Zagara alone in the bottom lane, uncontested. How much better could it get for Zag? She takes down 2 towers uncontested. Now they're open to an inner keep in the bottom lane. Dang it, it felt like that chase in the top wasn't worth it. They traded 2 towers, a keep, and then 2 more towers for 1 hero. Definitely not a favorable exchange at all. They gave up almost an entire level.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can tell it was unfavorable just in the experience gain, as we've got 13, now 14 for Zeveron. Cognitive just now coming in and picking up their 13 talents. We of course do see the flamethrower for Flame Strike, so that'll come in helpful later on. Devouring Maw is gonna go down to try to zone out, keep Fury and Cawthon Luck alive, and will be able to do so even with that good Phoenix, who is really, really wanting to take out that wall, and does do so. Also a tower, though. I should mention that one, too.
Good job, Alar. Well done. And there comes Syndragosa in response. Dragons versus birds. They are going to go in on this outer keep. Cawthon Luck and Fury getting some work done. Shot and Hospital have to move away. Will they be able to take down the outer fort? It looks like they will, with no opposition whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I mean, on the bottom, Zeveron were also pushing and nearly took out a keep. And so although they did lose Malfurion, they were able to take out a fort. The keep is so low. That was an insanely good split push. I cannot believe how well that worked out for them.
Once again, they're trading perhaps 1 hero for entire buildings. The trades are very favorable in the way of Zeveron. Cognitive really needs to pick up some buildings or kill a lot more people to make this fall in their favor.
Yeah, it's really rough for them because they are having to run clear between the top and the bottom constantly to try to catch somebody from Zeveron who can then just like, hey, Syndragosa, goodbye, or anything else like that. They've got slows from Jaina, they've got entangling roots from Malfurion, they've got so much disengage that they can just constantly just disengage and move toward another lane and push there, and that's got to be so infuriating for Cognitive, who are like, yo, can you just slow down and team fight us for once, please? Okay, thank you.
Right, and Fury, we questioned his choice of Syndragosa, but he's making great use of it for these engages and then getting away. Zeveron wants no part of these big 5-on-5 team fights that Cognitive is trying to engage them in.
Yeah, we may see them try to do something here since they are 16 and their opponents are not, and it looks like they will be able to take out Muradin before the Ancestral Heal can top him up, and so he will be down. So many circles of death, though, on that shrine, as there was the Phoenix and the Starfall. Kerrigan is taken down, and now Ancestral Heal will go down on Iacona instead, who is sitting in the middle of Mad Timmy's tranquility here. Glaurung gonna go down. Shot getting very, very low. The Prescience will kick in, gonna take him away, but he might get taken out. Yes, he will. Water Elemental not going to be his friend this day.
Once again, a strong 3-for-1 trade in favor of Zeveron. They made that work, and it looks like they're going to pick up a dragon again. Cawthon Luck on Zagara again, taking that dragon. Probably going to do what we expected, or what we saw with the last dragon, split the push, or at least have their strong pushing hero in the dragon, so he is ready to pop out and do more pushing once the dragon is consumed.
Yeah, and I mean, they even took out the keep right as the Dragonite was being picked up, so they're pushing and pulling Cognitive all over this battleground, and they're having such a difficult time trying to deal with this composition from Zeveron. A very interesting, different usage of the Kerrigan than what we normally see, which is generally that 5-on-5 team fight with the Maelstrom right in the middle. I've even seen her using Maelstrom on the keep earlier.
Right, she is playing more of a poke obnoxious utility role than her usual dive and kill. I've even seen use some of the classic Kerrigan combo in a much more I can only say obnoxious way than we normally see Kerrigan use it for hero deletion.
Yeah, exactly. Now they will lose Arthas, so that's at least going to help their opponents who have picked up level 16, but Cothenluck was able to get full use utility out of that Dragon Knight. Unfortunately, getting a little bit stun locked for days.
It's okay. It's a distraction. Look in the top. Cothenluck drags them all to the bottom lane while Faye and Equinox steal their knights and run away. The top lane is now going to be pushed by these stolen knights. Again, pulling Cognitive apart, leading them in multi-lane chases and splitting the board apart. Yes, Cothenluck died for the cause, but is probably worth taking that Knight camp and now forcing shots to defend the top lane against this large minion wave.
Yeah, it's so infuriating for them that they're constantly, they pick somebody up, but then they can't even really push from it. They did grab the Giants in bottom. They have 16, so they've got a tiny bit of breathing room, although Zeveron is already marching very closely toward 20. But they've got a little bit of a window here. So Kai, what can they do here? What do they have to do at this point in the game?
They have the 16 Kael'thas. They have the dream. They need to engage in a 5-on-5 team fight. The thing they have not been able to achieve this entire game, and they are not achieving right now. They need to get that so they can actually make some meaningful kills.
Oh man, that Maw is huge. Banling's on top of pulling nukes 3 people down. That's such a huge play, and now with 4 people down for 40 plus seconds, everyone is saying, all right, march toward the core. Zeveron is up. They're all going straight for the core, and I think we will have our victor here.
I mean, that didn't happen right as I was saying it. I mean, never mind, team.
That was so dirty.
We don't even care about shots. Look, they're just ignoring him. Forget you. He's dancing. Oh, look at the Tassadar dance. Rest in pepperoni cognitive. Grats, Zeveron.
Yeah, they will move on. They're going to be facing Cloud9 Vortex. What a game. What a game for us to get to hop into. I'm so glad we got to cast that one.
That was amazing. Look at the kills. 8-8. 8 kills on each team. That's nothing. That's nothing. No kills were made in this game. It was all just about diversion tactics by Zeveron. Make you look like a magician. Make you look here while the real play is happening over here. And it was beautifully executed. Well done.
Zeveron, official new magician of the Heroes of the Storm team.
It's true. It's so true. What they did was truly magical. They kept focus. That play with the second Dragon Knight of the game is just a great show of how the whole game was going to go. They had everyone looking in the top lane, while Zagara was just wiggling all the way up to their inner keep, and nobody seemed to notice. Well done.
She nearly took that keep down, too. It was like down to a third or a quarter of its health from there, and that is frightening at that level of the game, too. I mean, the total game was only 15 minutes and 47 seconds, so beautifully well executed. A really cool strategy from Zeveron.
I'm excited to see this next game. I definitely want to see what happens.
Well, your wish is my command. We'll go to break so we can hurry and get back with that game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be Zeveron versus Cloud9 Vortex.
See you soon.